Hello, lovelies, and welcome to 2025. I hope you guys have been having an amazing entrance into the year. And today's video is all about how I appreciate so many things that I have done ever since the holiday season, and all of which that I have learned over the holiday week. So, to start off with, on 31st itself, I let go of something that I thought was very important to me. That I thought that if I kept on pouring into love, pouring in gratitude, pouring in more of myself, things would change eventually. But honestly, it didn't. It didn't work out the way I expected it to be. And something within me on 31st shouted that, you know what, this is not our story. This is not going to be my story. And as uncomfortable as I felt with all the thoughts which came with it, that once I end it, all of these things, I will have to face all of the uncomfortable feelings, uncomfortable cycles. But I chose to think about, if I stayed in this situation for longer, how much more discomfort would come to me that I did not even sign up for, right? And no matter how badly it broke my heart, I took this step. I left all of my 2024 problems in 2024 and honestly entered New Year anew. And this holiday season made me believe more not just in myself, but also in the universe, also in the energies that surround us, also in some higher power, because I had no prospect to go to, because I did not have the keys to my house and my parents were like traveling outside and I had no place to go. I had a fight. I left. I was like, you know what, I'm going to listen to my intuition and just walk out. And somehow, some miracle happened and everything fell into place. Everything fell into place in a way where there was a more nurturing space waiting for me. There was a more wholesome place waiting for me. I came back today, yeah. For the past 2 days, I was there. I was with my girlies. I was with people who I had never chilled with before or never spent time with before as much as I did in the past 2 days. But it felt so aligned. It all felt like, you know what, this was meant to happen in this way. Not just for me to find healthy goal friendships, but also for me to let go of my unhealthy patterns. Because all of 2024 for me, honestly, was about letting people go, letting friends go, letting my old patterns go. And I am so proud of myself that even by the end of 2024, when I again had to let somebody so dear to me go, I let them go. I set them free. I set myself free. And what do I say? Like, there were a lot of tendencies which I had been reading about, which I had been talking about, be it fearful avoidant attachment or avoidant attachment or, anxious attachment. I experienced all of that. Even the wounds that I thought I had healed, they came up again, all over again. And somewhere along the way, I realized that my job is not always to fill my wounds or tend to the wounds that I already healed. If this is coming up, if certain things, certain thoughts, certain beliefs, even certain emotions are coming up again, which I feel I had healed, then it is just a test of the universe to see if I truly healed from them or not. And yes, I did heal, because even though I had a narcissistic person trying to manipulate, gaslight, do everything in their capacity because that is their normalcy, they did everything and I did not hate them, and I still don't hold any hate for them, because I realized that certain people, won't change, and we as humans cannot change other humans who are not ready to change. Because at the end of the day, people can meet you as far as you have met yourself. And when you know that the person in front is not really meeting you as far as you have met yourself, then what's the point of staying? Yeah, I prolonged it, I kept on delaying it, but somewhere along the way, I learned that not everybody and not everything is going to work out the way I want them to work out, the way I want things to work out. And patience is something that I learned. I learned that, I cannot expect instantaneous results because that is not how it goes. I mean, when I was with this narcissistic person, I expected them to change by just me communicating what I was feeling. I heard their feelings, I tried to understand them, and when I saw that I could help them, I would jump at the, smallest ray of hope that, I can help them. I would jump at it. But I did not realize they did not need help, they did not want help, and the fact that they were not seeking help. Therefore, every time I told them something and they did not understand, or they just told me that, what, I understand and I will change, and again the similar thing happened in a different way, I realized that I was the person who was pushing somebody to become a version of them that was in my head, but the version that they did not know they could actually be. And I also realized that was my need of control, my need of safety, my need of, okay, I found something so nice, I don't want to let it go, kind of a thing. And I realized that no matter how much you want somebody to change for the better, you cannot force them. I mean, look at you, look at me. When I was told so many things by so many people, in my previous situations, I did not understand, I did not tend to it, because I was like, you know what, experience is the best teacher, so I'm gonna experience everything. And guess what, I did experience all of it. And when I saw myself doing the same thing, I took a step back, I let everything unfold, and for the first time in my life, I did not feel bad for voicing what I actually wanted, and neither did I feel bad for making the decision of leaving. And I guess that happened because I realized what my worth was, I realized what I wanted, and I realized how misaligned that particular situation was in my life. And situationships are not easy to leave, but sooner or later you have to leave them. I mean, just imagine a person you claim loves you and a person you claim that you love is being manipulated by somebody that you both don't know is a stranger, and that person is being able to manipulate this person, and you still stay to choose back. What would you think about yourself? I mean, how can somebody who loves you be manipulated by somebody else? Like, is that even a thing? No, right? And when you choose to leave, your brain, your ego usually comes up with tons and tons of reasons as to why you should not leave, what all good things are there, but it does not show you how much discomfort you will go through if you choose to stay back. Neither does your ego or your brain show you how much discomfort it would cause you, that situation would cause you going into the future. It would show you that if you leave, you're going to feel all of this, you're going to go through all of this, but it will never show you that if you stay, you're going to break your self-worth, everything that you have worked for a year or more. You're going to betray yourself. And I realized that it is not easy to not betray yourself in situations like this, when you have been a perpetual people pleaser, and when you have been searching for that ideal person, ideal love, ideal relationship. All of it together makes it really difficult for one to stand by their values, for one to respect their own selves. But honey, just think about it. If you are not respecting yourself and you are showing the other person that you don't respect yourself, you don't respect your values, you don't respect yourself in the bare minimum, how will that person learn to respect you? Yes, loneliness is going to hit you. Yes, you're going to feel so alone. You're going to feel like there's nothing left. There's nobody out there. You're isolated, this and that. But no, that's not the case. There are so many souls out there who are just like you. And for that, you have to go out. For that, you have to explore. And for that, you have to take the action that you have been avoiding by saying that, you know what, when I feel ready, I'll take that action. You'll never feel ready until and unless you actually take that action. Until and unless you actually take that step to go ahead and do the thing that scares you the most, but you know is something you want to do and will help you eventually. You will never know if you really had the guts or if you really had the skill set to do that thing. I guess that is why people just say, you know what, fuck around and find out. Like, seriously, fuck around and find out in your life as well with your own self. How will you know what kind of people you like if you have never met them? Okay, so imagine you have a set of rules for the friends you want or for the boyfriend or the girlfriend you want, but you're not actually going out and socializing and you're not really doing things. I know a lot of people say that, you know what, after working the entire week, you don't really have energy to socialize. Who is asking you to take time out for socializing apart in a day, apart from your working hours? Like, fine, take your Sunday entirely to yourself. Saturdays, just go for an hour, go out and socialize. What's the harm? Like, you know, our brains want somebody to just see and be like, oh my god, I relate to you, I know you, I feel you, I see you, I hear you. But that does not happen. You cannot expect somebody to instantly just gel out with you. That's not how relationships work. That's not how friendships work. You have to give it time. You have to know that, you know what, all the effort that you're putting in this particular situation is worth it. If you feel that it's not worth it and you still stay in that situation thinking that, you know what, he will change, she will change, things will change. No, nothing will change. Because you know why it won't change? Because you're not changing. You're not changing yourself. You're just playing small. You're suppressing yourself. You're literally putting yourself in a box to fit in with others. Like, don't do that. Why would you do that? There's no need to do that, right? People might have expectations of you, but even you have expectations of them. Did they meet them? I don't think so. So why would you want to meet theirs? Like, there has to be some kind of selfish energy that you need to tap into. If you're not selfish with your own self, who is going to think about you? Because certainly nobody thought of me. And I know that nobody thought of me until I started thinking of me. Nobody respected me until I started respecting myself. And clearly nobody knew how to love me until I showed them how I loved myself. It's not easy to let things go. It's not easy to get out of your comfort zone, even if that comfort zone is harming you. Because in the previous videos as well, I have stated that, you know, your brain, your ego is going to stay in spaces that it knows how to deal with. It knows what response or reaction it should give next. When it does not know that, you feel uncomfortable because your brain is feeling uncomfortable as to, oh my god, what's next? What do I do next? What do I do next? Stop thinking about what you're going to do next and start thinking about what you're going to do now. Now that you're here, you've made all the choices, what is your decision for the right now? It's not easy, I always say that, but somehow it feels easy. Somehow even the smallest of glimmers in the times of pain and grief give you so much hope, give you so much faith for the days to come. And it's okay. Not everybody is gonna understand that, but people who do, please put yourself first. It's 2025, and your first intention should be to put yourself first, because nobody out there, honey, is putting you first. They're putting themselves first. And if they can put themselves first, then hell yeah, girl, you gotta put yourself first. Seriously, do it, try it. And it usually happens when one space in your life is going really bad or you're feeling really bad about it. Even other spaces start feeling so dreadful, like, oh my god, judgment and I don't know, gossiping and so many things that you dread, might happen. You get uncomfortable. You get further uncomfortable and you start doubting yourself as to, did I make the right decision in this particular phase of my life? So, okay, in relationships, something is going wrong. You will have fear even in your career. You will see fear creep in even in your career. But know this, you're human. You're supposed to have all spectrum of emotions. You're supposed to have all spectrum of thoughts. But at the end of the day, what you choose for yourself is how things are going to play out for you. The more you shift your mindset, the more you shift your perspective towards a particular thing, you will see your perspective shift even in other spaces. Yeah, you can be as harsh as you want to be with yourself, that, oh my god, I knew I should not have done it, but still I did it. Oh my god, I'm falling back. Oh my god, this. Oh my god, that. But you're learning to. You're learning not to skip anymore. You're learning not to let other spaces, other situations impact all areas of your life. You're learning that certain things are not in your power, and certain things which are in your power, you've learned. You've learned from your mistake and you are going to work on it. Now you know a better way to work towards it. It's okay. I know that people impact us a lot, but they can only impact us as much as we allow them to impact us. Let them do whatever they want to do. You love them and you know it. Till the time that's in your heart, that's all that matters. I hope you have an amazing, amazing entrance into 2025, because this year is our year. Anyhow, have a great week ahead. Have a great time ahead. And I promise to be more regular with my videos, because I know I have been a little off. I had been dealing with some serious shit, But anyhow, I have decided on literally ranting on these videos, and I really hope that all the people who are with me, who are around, get this message, get this video, because honestly, I would have wanted somebody like me to be around when I was going through shit. Love you all.